Alright, thank you for watching. This is Soda Desperado playing Skyrim. I got this guy. I didn't play him last time I selected his thing, but his name is Sean Desilets. And it says, I'd rather die than work 9 to 5. So this is obviously one of these Gen Z kids who think that you eat just for free or some shit. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm going to go ahead and listen.
Welcome back to another video journal. I did a video like this not too long ago where I talked about going all in on my YouTube channel. Today I had a work meeting and it was the most... I have never felt this much dread in my life before. Like something inside of me died. And honestly, if I keep working 9 to 5, I think I'd rather kill myself. I'm gonna be really open with this video and these journals. If that's something you don't want to hear, then might be best to leave.
So it's gonna be spicy.
My boss was telling me, like, oh, you're 21. I've been working in IT for more years than you've been alive. And I don't know, it got to a point where I was like, we were talking about how we're all excited for our vacation. That's all people talk about at work, waiting for vacation. They live to wait for vacation. I said, I only have 2 weeks of vacation. And like, that's not enough. In reality, 2 weeks of vacation, it's 10 days. That's all you get. You work your whole year to give your time and your soul to someone else to help build their company, and in exchange you get 10 days. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's like, I told my boss, what am I supposed to do with 10 days? That's not enough for nothing.
Sit there and take it.
10 days. You barely have time to catch up on the rest you missed. So it's like, wow, you're the rest of the time you're just slaving away like for a company, and then you get 10 days. Ooh. And he said, yeah, welcome to the real world. But you're still young. You've barely started in this career. You've only been doing it for about 3-4 years now. And maybe in a few years, in 3-4 years, you'll have 3 weeks. And then, when you're like that other guy, and he pointed to a colleague, he said, you'll after 15 years of working, you'll get 4 weeks. He's about to get 5. What? So you're telling me if I slave away and I give all my time to someone else and all the other disadvantages that come with having a 9 to 5, well, more 8 to 5 because my lunch isn't paid, you're telling me I can get 20 days? Ooh. Really? In my last video, I said a month ago, I had walked out the door and I saw like this guy has 2 bachelor's degrees. He's like the head of what you can be as an employee. He became like the director of IT and director of finance, and he's like peak. And I said, I saw him leave the office at the same time as me, and he looked tired and he looked sad. And I pitied him and I thought, this is what you can achieve if you give it your all, and you give it your all to a company, and you like really work hard. You get a little more money, and you still start at the same time. You're tired. You want to leave. You're twiddling your thumbs at the office, waiting to leave. And you leave at the same time. Like, you get nothing more. You're still stuck. You're still a prisoner. And that was a month ago, so I started thinking I need to quit. But this meeting that I had, and then the colleague that was there, he said, yeah, just welcome to the real world. You either appreciate the 2 weeks or you kill yourself. That's what he said. I said I'd rather kill myself, I think. And they said, well, no, we're not going to go there. Really? That you're used. Wow, you've worked for a company longer than I've been alive. Good for you. You've helped someone else achieve their dreams. Good job. You really made your boss happy. Good job. And I don't want that. No thanks. And then he said, well, it's your only option. Either that or you can be homeless.
Close to the answer.
Are they stupid? Are you stupid? I'm sorry. Are you really that limited? Are you really? The worst part is exchanging time for money. There's commute. if you have your own company, you can deduct your commute to work, right? As an employee, you're taxed before you get the money, so you can't deduct anything. So the money you get, you're taxed. And in Quebec, it's like, I shouldn't have, but I opened a pay stub for the first time in a long time, just to look how much money was deducted. I am not exaggerating. I live in Quebec. I get 30% of my salary removed. 30%. I make $30 an hour Canadian. My friend who works in Rawdon for a park, he works for a park, he cleans the leaves and stuff, makes $24 an hour. I make $6 an hour more than him. I only make $25 a week more than him. Because he gets less deductions on his salary. How stupid is that? You work more, you get more money. You just have more pressure. You work more, basically. You have a shittier job. And you don't make more. You barely get anything more. My dad makes double the salary I make. I'm not more than double. And he barely gets anything more. The only reason he's got more is because he lived in an economy where he could afford a house, and we can't do that. So we just have less.
My father was
like standard. Really? The only other option is to be homeless. Really? I started a window washing company. I don't have the hat with me right now. I started a window washing company 2 weeks ago. We have a website. We've got Facebook. Yesterday we signed our first commercial client. We bumped the competition and we got our first commercial client. It takes an hour to do, and I will make more money in 1 hour than I do for a full day of work. I need a few commercial clients like this, and I'm good. People think it's the only option. Really? Really? I'm sorry, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. This really, like, I died when I talked about this last time. I died when I was 18. I was declared dead after a car accident. I came back to life, a miracle. And really, I was like, second chance, and get a job and get 10 days off? Wow, really, wow. A life worth living, really. I'm sorry, I'm pissed. I'm pissed, because this is like what people think. Let me just open the windows here. Because it's really hot. It's like 33 today. It's really hot outside. It's a heat wave. So people think like you're supposed to do this. This is because you're taught this in school. You're taught this from family, from friends. It's like you're supposed to do this. This is the only way. Really. You work, you give your time to someone else. You drive to work, so that's a commute time. It's like 30 minutes in the morning for me. Then you go there, you work for 9 hours because you got the lunch, and some people get a lunch, they're paid, they're lucky. And then at 5 you end, you arrive at 5:30. So you gave your whole day, and then you're tired, so you got nothing left. You gave your soul away. I rewatched the movie Office Space. And when Peter walks in, the boss, Bob, his boss, says, "You've been missing a lot of work lately." And Peter replies, "I wouldn't say I've been missing it." I love it. I love it. And he gets interviewed by he gets interviewed by the CEOs or whatever. Yeah, they're trying to do layoffs, and they ask him what he does in a day. He says, "Well, I generally arrive 15 minutes late, and then I walk in through the side door so that Lumberg doesn't see me," the boss. "And then I sort of space out for about an hour. In a given week, I do maybe about 15 minutes of real, actual work." And when you watch this movie, you think it's like, oh, it's a comedy. No, it's actually how it is. That's actually how it is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, the only time, and I said this in my other video, the only time I'll recommend a traditional path is if you've got something that makes you happy that you want to achieve. I know someone who wants to become a lawyer, because that's what they want in life, and that's their meaning to live. Some people want to be a teacher. Some people want to be a doctor and save lives. Then do it. Do that. But I can't. Get taxed the hell out of what you make before you even make it. Whereas if you have your own company, if you're smart with that money, you can make that money grow before you pay taxes at the end of the year. So you win. Plus, money's worth less as time goes on. So that tax amount you need to pay is worth less later. So it's better to pay it later than immediately. When you get taxed before your salary, that's when you lose the most. I cannot live my life to give my time to someone else.
What's
so
wrong?
You're telling me,
like
my boss is saying,
slavery?
yeah, but that you're normal, you're young, you have to do this.
That's what
so you tell me,
it's just slavery.
People, when they get older, they say, oh, I should have enjoyed my youth more. You tell me the best years of my life when I'm young, when I'm most healthy, when I'm like the most supposed to be like my prime.
Yeah.
That's the time I slave away and I get 10 days a year off. So
yeah. Yeah, you don't mean shit.
Really? So I get like I'll work for the next 10 years and get a couple weeks
kid.
off.
I feel sorry for this kid. He just
and then you're left with nothing. Because
Yeah.
the moment you quit your job, like I quit tomorrow, there's nothing left. You haven't built up something for yourself that you keep for yourself. You work all this time, you leave, and that's it. They're thankful you did it for them. We're left with nothing. They're not going to be like, hey, for all the hard work you did, we're going to pay you a monthly salary of like 10% of what you earned total just to like keep you going. No, it's over. I did the whole inventory system for the company I work at now. For years to come, they will use it. It'll make their job easier. It'll help them grow. It'll help them get more money. I will get nothing from that. If I quit tomorrow, if I quit now, that's it. Thank you. Bye-bye. I got a birthday card at work. It was a generic card. There was not even something signed. It just said happy birthday. It's like your number. It had the company logo and that's it. Printed text. Each employee gets the same. They're just like, thank you for existing. Thank you for being a gear in the system. I'm sure there's good employers out there, but the team where I work is awful. And I hope they don't see this. Well, maybe it's good. Maybe I get fired. My colleague, when I told him it's really depressing, he says, yeah, well, you don't think about it because then you'll want to die. But you get older and you learn to suppress the feeling. So is that life? Is that what life's supposed to be?
Yes, sir.
Learn to suppress
Slavery.
the feeling of wanting to die? That's not nice. I'm happy. I'm not a sad person.
You will be.
I have big ambitions, big dreams.
You will be.
I ain't letting anyone control that. The only thing stopping me
You will
is
be
that
one of us.
safety net. I feel so safe. It's awful. It's a prison. I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm gonna keep making videos. Because that makes me happy. I love that. I absolutely love it. I hit 10,000 subs on Sean ASMR this week. Sunday, actually. It's growing. It's going great. It's amazing. I couldn't be happier. I started a company and it's already getting clients. Working for someone else and thinking it's the only way is wrong. And I can't do it. So thank you for listening to me rant. I know a lot of people in the comments will be like, oh, then prove it. Or, yeah, well, you just need to accept it. I think that's just the consensus. People say, well, you just need to accept it. That's what my colleagues were saying. You just need to accept that's normal life. Because that's what they've been told. I'm sorry, maybe I dream in color. But I'd much rather do that than black and white, I'm sorry, it's just, I can't. I physically cannot have it any other way. I don't accept the ordinary life. I need freedom. I need location freedom. I need to be able to work from wherever I want.
That's a fantasy
To live
by
wherever
my
I want.
standards, but I just did
I
what
don't
everybody
care about
told
money.
me to do.
I want time.
I just submitted.
10 hours every day is gone.
Yeah.
That
You're
no,
there- you're
it's
there
never
to
been
make
about the
money
money.
for
I
them.
don't care about money.
That's
give
why
me,
I stopped
cut my
trying.
salary in half. I don't care.
gave up.
I want control over
I have
time.
no choice.
When I'm at the office and there's no work left to do, and it's 3 p.m. and you do this, waiting for 5 p.m. to come, and you feel your soul wasting away, like just wasting away. Alright, I did not get a second chance at life for this.
Yeah. My life's mostly, all the best years of my life are gone. And all I had was abuse and neglect, and people just, one parent abused the
I'm
fuck
not
out of
sad.
me psychologically,
This
and the
meeting
other
I
parent
had
abandoned me at
was the
youth.
most dreadful feeling
And then
I've ever
the
felt.
people in the world, they're like all
But it
corporatists.
motivated me more than
They
anything.
just don't give a shit.
I needed that.
You're just there
I
to
needed
serve them and their
because I
masters.
saw
Yeah.
this is what awaits me
Sell you out
if I don't
every
do
time.
something. I needed to see it. And seeing it motivated me to keep going. It was a reminder. I needed it. It was like sad to hear the things, but it's a good type of sad. It's a good type of, because it's like, if you don't fix, that's what awaits you. I'm not gonna fail. School teaches you that failure is a bad thing. The moment you go to school, you're told an F. You fail, it's bad. Failure is thought like you fail once, it's over. You have to
It's
restart.
not necessarily true.
It's done. That's not true. Failure is a part of life. It's important. How do you learn to skate? You fall. How do you learn to ski? You fall. You get back up. That's what's important. Failure is not a bad thing. Thomas Edison did not fail 1,000 times. He found 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. It's not important. I'm not gonna let failure be a deterrent. Anyways, that's all for this video. I might do more journals like this in the future. If you like this, let me know. See ya.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. The guy's family swords in Redorant's retreat. There's just way to fuck somewhere else. So I basically invaded this place for nothing. Shit. Well, that sucks. It's a White River Watch. What are you guys talking about? Well, for all this, might as well just go ahead and keep going this way. We could try to find out what we can do. See? Just gotta kind of crawl on the surface. Whee, whee. Gotta love it, man. Only way to go, man. Look at this. I'm just as good as a Skyrim horse, man. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh. Gotta love it. Alright. So, I'm right there, across there. Gonna get here eventually, but I gotta go around the mountain, which sucks. Gotta get here. So. Quick save, press escape. Let's see, I had another video. See, the thing about Gen Z is they're right. Because they're seeing it through a very innocent, clear-headed, not programmed by the system perspective. And every generation or so, you're going to get people that see that it's not worth it. And that's why you had the 60s and the 70s. And they were rebelling against whatever the common culture was considered. Okay? They're rebelling against it simply because it's wrong. It doesn't make sense. Basically, the employee has no power to negotiate without a union. And most people are divided for whatever reason and don't unionize. So you don't get benefits. You don't get anything good out of a company. The company is not there for the employee. And as a slave, I've been a slave my whole life, I can tell you right now, they do not care if they like you. Even if they like you, you're an expendable resource and replaceable. That's why it doesn't make any sense that people wouldn't see it the way Gen Z would see it. You understand? But the thing is, they don't say anything because they're programmed to keep their mouth shut, keep their job, do what they're told, and you'll get another paycheck. It's slavery. And you don't have access to anything. You know, that's why I earned a bachelor's degree. I sacrificed several years of my life for that education at a university. And you know what they did? Oh, you don't have enough experience. Oh, you don't have the right skills for the job. Oh, we found somebody better. And I did fuck up on a couple of opportunities. I fucked that up, but I have to take responsibility for those ones that I screwed up. The other ones, they were just full of shit, you know. They're not there to give you the job. They're there to get the best candidate for the job, the best slave, the best guy that will tell them whatever they need to hear. If you don't sell yourself and you're not political or social, like I am not, then you're not going to get anywhere. That's why I just wound up getting trained at a company and I get paid whatever they want to pay me. You know, I have not had a vacation. I'm 52 years old. I've never had a 2-week vacation in my life at 52 years old. I don't know what that is. The closest thing I had to a vacation was when I was unemployed and I was on unemployment. And that is the closest thing I have to a vacation is unemployment. Like if I was on unemployment for a month or two, that was my vacation time. I didn't have any money, but I had time off to go do what I got to do. Yeah, you look for a job, but when you're not looking for a job, you can relax. That's it. But I never had a full paid vacation. Like if I wanted to go to fucking Disneyland, holy shit, guys, you know, with thousands of dollars, especially nowadays. And I just wouldn't be able to do it. Like if I wanted to go to Galaxy's Edge over there in Disney World or Disneyland or whatever, and I wanted to go, you know, build a lightsaber and a little robot and just kind of screw around over there and look at all the stuff like everybody else does. So you just go there and you walk around all day and try not to dehydrate. You know, if I wanted to go have fun like that over there, I just don't have the resources to do it. But, you know, I'm going to keep trying to do a side hustle and not bitch about it so much. But what I'm saying is the Gen Z people make fucking sense to me. I never had a problem with their logic because their logic is sound. It's simple. It's common sense. Why am I spending my entire life working for a company that doesn't give me any real benefit? If I'm not an investor in that company, like Walmart would sell stock to their employees, which means at least they're a fucking investor in their own company. But it's all gone kind of shady nowadays. But anyway, let's see, what's this kid's name? Sean Disselet's. Let's see. How long has it been? It's been, I think, 23 minutes, I think. It's kind of hard to see the indicator. Retiring at 21. That's his business plan, the window washers.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up.
So I want to give a little update because there has been quite a bit of change with the company. We had incorporated through a service online and they ended up calling us and canceled the incorporation because we had reached a 60-day limit and they said they had too many clients and there were problems here and there and it just couldn't go through. So it didn't end up incorporating. And I helped my colleague Julian with a few residential clients that he could help. And after which I decided to grab a piece of paper and start calculating if it was really worth the money. And so on paper it seems like a lot of money, the money we were making with the clients, but once we started breaking down the costs, the equipment, the gas, the transportation of the vehicle, the cost of the vehicle, maintenance and everything, it actually was really not worth it at all. At least we had to reevaluate the prices we were offering. So we all got together and had a big business meeting, because I got in contact with a lot of people who are doing windows for themselves, basically people who work for themselves. They all told me that basically it's kind of like it's worth it when you're alone, and then if you hire people and you have a lot of equipment, you try to grow, it becomes not really profitable, and then there's a long period of where it's long before it starts being profitable again. So people who do this normally have like a small run and they work 1 day a week, and it's very profitable when they're alone. So I think it's the type of business where it's only really worth it if you're solo. At least from my experience, I think there's a lot of money to be made there. There's windows everywhere, but it just wasn't the right direction for us. So we all got together, we talked, and Lance and I decided to sell our shares of the company. It wasn't incorporated yet, so it's not real shares, but basically we handed it back to Julian, who's going to be focusing on it solo. This is only like on paper. We're still helping him. I'm still very much proud of this company that we started, and I will be helping him, giving him a hand. But Lance and I decided to go in a separate direction. After reading some comments on people who were asking why I just didn't do a tech startup, it got us thinking, and we got associates, and we are starting a new startup, cybersecurity startup. We are heading in the IT direction, where we think it's going to be more profitable. But honestly, the 3 months that we've been doing this window washing company has been, according to Lance, who's in university in finance, more a better education than university. So for what it cost and the amount of money we made, basically we went to school for free, and we learned a lot. And it was really exciting, honestly. This I will never trade for anything else. It's such a good experience I had. So the journey to success is going to be taking a small shift, but I will be showing, I think it's more than just the company, it's our process through it. And it's like your first 3 companies might not work, but then the 4th might. So this company, we learned a lot. We learned what works, what doesn't. We learned skills. I got hands-on experience. It was the first company I ever incorporated, got with lawyers and stuff. That was really cool. But now we're going in a different direction from after 2 episodes. So yeah, but I thought I should explain myself, because a lot of people were asking me, so how's the window washing company doing? And honestly, we did quite a few clients. I went on client runs. Plus, we don't have jobs anymore, so we need to create our own income. And Julian, splitting at 3 was making it not profitable. So at least Julian will be able to recollect the entire profits of the clients we had scheduled out for September. So he should be okay. We're obviously still good friends, so we're going to help each other out. But Lance and I are focused with other business partners on a whole new direction. So today we created some company logos. Well, I'm good with Photoshop and designing stuff. So created some company logos, ordered some polo shirts, some hats, and some business cards. And basically after that, it's going to be selling, sales. So that's what's going to be the focus. Who knows where it's going to take me? It is quite the scary journey, but for the first time in my life ever, I'm my own boss, and it's really exciting. Like yesterday, I woke up at 6 a.m. My alarm was set for 8, and I just got up at 6, and I was excited for my day. And I've been going to the gym in the morning now. It's I used to wake up so late when I had to go to work because I did not want to go to work. But now that I have things that I care about myself, I want to get up. I want to live. So this is wow, this is really the way it's meant to be. This is how we're supposed to live. At least for me. Each type of person is different. I know some people who love their job and want to get up, like people who work with animals. I don't know how you do that working for yourself, but so they're excited. They want to get up. They want to do it. I'm super happy for those people. I don't think everyone, some people in the comments were saying, well, if no one has a 9 to 5, how are we going to live? I'm not saying that's the way. But there are some people who the 9-to-5 mold just doesn't work for them. And when I say 9-to-5, I mean like just when you're giving your time to someone else. That's just the term I'm using. That doesn't matter what schedule you have, right? So I was not happy with the position I was in, and now I'm building my own position. And it's quite exciting that every day you wake up and you get to choose, so what am I doing today? Am I working on advertising, on marketing stuff, designing? Am I getting clients? Am I going to do some cold calling, some emailing, some driving today? Basically, you get to choose your own path, and I think that's like super exciting. It goes from wake up, eat, go to work, sleep, wake up, eat, go to work, sleep, to, hey, I have all this free time and I can do what I want. It feels like I'm retired. It feels like, honestly, like I retired at 21. And I hope I will never have to go to work again at a regular job. But even if I do, that's all right. That's okay too. You can fall and just start again. I think that's the main thing with failure. It's like, it's so scary to fail, but even if you do, it's okay. You can just try again. I understand that not everyone's in this position, but the thing I keep hearing is, oh, how are you going to pay your bills? I have bills to pay. I live alone. This is welcome to my apartment. I pay the bills myself. I live alone, so I still have to deal with these things, but I just know that I will figure things out. I won't let myself starve to death. I've been eating eggs in the morning now, which is because I have time to eat breakfast. You know what? I never used to eat breakfast. I used to skip breakfast all the time to go to work because I would wake up super late. And now I'm eating good breakfast. I'm eating like eggs in the morning and toast. And I've been feeling really, really good. I've been feeling healthy, so that's really nice. Also, I don't have money for fast food anymore, so I'm eating better. So that's a good thing, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm much more restrictive on what I can spend on. I'm definitely looking at my wallet a lot more than I was, but it's exciting. It really is. Also, a streamer reacted to my video. That was awesome. Like a 3 million subscriber streamer. I will link the video in this video's description of the streamer who reacted to it. So thank you so much for that. That's really, really appreciated. I don't watch streamers really, but I know how hard it is to get into. Building an audience is like one of the most difficult things to do. So it was really exciting. I watched it like the whole hour stream and I kept laughing. It was so funny. And I'm glad that the video inspired you and the viewers who are watching it. I want to thank all the people who reached out, who offered to help for all sorts of things. We all have different skills, and as I talked about in my explaining my business structure video, it's better to do collaborative money than competitive money. You gotta work together, and that's just how it should be from the start. I don't know why everyone's like against each other all the time. We have different skills. We can help each other out. I think that's a beautiful thing. That's how it should be. So thanks to all the people who helped. If you wanna talk or whatever, my comments are open. I will try to go through them and to reply. But it's super cool, honestly, to have people that like share this experience with, and I hope this one was more about getting to talk together. But I hope that this series shows you the ups and downs and every challenge we face. And I wish I had showed more with the window washing company because we learned so much through it. And that's my goal, is that by showing what I do, I hope that you can learn from my failures, right? I can't speak from experience yet. I can't say like I made my million. I don't know. I might not do that. This might be my second failure, my third failure, my fourth failure. Who knows? But I'm gonna document it because I think that's super cool. So thanks to all the people who are with me on this journey, and I wish you all the best. If you're out there and you're about to take that leap of faith, you just know that you can do it. And if you wait for all the lights to turn green, if you're like, you want to go somewhere and you're in your driveway and you're waiting for all the lights to turn green until you get there, you'll never get started. It's better to just start. Like, go on drive, go to that light until you hit a red light, and then figure it out. At least you'll be moving. So, and then, like, once you, like, I have so much free time now.
Oh my god.
You have time to think
lost
and
the
get
advantage.
creative. And I mean, you have to get creative, because then you can't pay the bills. So, but it is exciting. Honestly, I haven't felt this alive in forever. There will definitely be some challenges ahead, but at least I'll be there to film it. So, all right, thank you for watching. I don't want to keep you all here for too long, but I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.
Huh? The water saved my ass again. These guys just don't want to get clean. I need more magic. Almost. What's over here? Oh, it's a corpse. I bet Lydia's still up there, screwing around. Well, at least this, oh shit, I think I'm, Oh, I got too much shit on me. Hey, Lydia, come on. Come on, Lydia. That woman takes forever, I swear to God. Jeez, I waited an hour and she's only part way there.
Oh, this here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over... You know, now that I think of it, that sounds fair. Just shove off before the others notice.
Alright. So I intimidated her. Because I'm a brute. Alright, let's go to Whiterun. I love killing giants. There's just something about killing giants makes me happy. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. You know, the kids, I mean, him starting his own business is like me earning my bachelor's degree. You know, it's just something that we did because we thought it was correct. But the thing is, I did it out of programming. You see, when he did his business because in his mind, he's looking at tax deductions and he's looking at how he can write some of these things off to get it off the plate and when they charge the taxes before or after and so on. He's saying he's acknowledging that it's a super raw deal for an employee. An employee is just a slave. You know, they made slavery politically correct and socially acceptable to everyone. And the Gen Z is seeing right through that bullshit. Can't blame him for that. But anyway, good luck to you, brother. Take care, Sean. This was 3 days ago he made that video. So he's trying to make something of himself. And hopefully he'll be able to find his niche, whatever that is. All right, guys. I'm going to stop the video here, take a break, do some other stuff. And you take care. Bye-bye.